This grass is getting really thick. If you've seen my other videos and you already know, I've been sick. So I don't feel great, but it is what it is. I mean, there's that freaking trees running. Plus, we've had 90 inches of rain in the last 10 days or something. I might be a little dramatic, but whatever. It's my story. I'll tell you however I want to. Okay, thanks. Shut up, train. First time I've heard that all day. I don't know if you heard that or not, but that's very rude. So anyway, I'm a little perplexed because I had about 6 different clips from yesterday picking up what I'm about to show you. Oh, and it was quite the fiasco. It was. I almost consider not even filming this at all because those clips, when I went to download them to my computer, it's not the GoPro's fault. It wasn't my fault. It's the stupid little external hard drive I got. It's like a 1 or 1.5 terabyte external drive, because now it says the videos are corrupted. So if anybody knows how to uncorrupt an MP4 file, please let me know in the comments, because this is not the first time it's happened. Well, first time it's happened with this external drive. It's pissed me off bad because I probably had, I don't know, 30 minutes worth of content, and it's there, but I can't play it. So anyway, let's move on. So we picked up this turd. It doesn't run. Well, it ran off starting fluid yesterday. I've been doing a little diddly daddling with it. 24.5 horsepower commercial. Story goes, some dude got it and sold it to another dude. The dude of another dude who plays a dude. I said, what's this deck on this thing? This much ain't no joke, bro. That fucking stout little bit hard on it. For reference, this thing only has, let me see, 146 hours on it. I just put that battery in it. Drained the oil out of it, so I'm gonna fill it back up. Because that would be a wise decision. Anyway, so the story goes, he was cutting grass or something, and he got hung up in a ditch, and he left us in there running, and then it started smoking. A lot. Like a lot. And then that was the last time I was running. That was probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Something like that. I thought for some reason it was fuel injected, but it's not. Let's look at the year on this thing. Let's see. I should probably wait till I pressure wash it, because that's what I'm ready to do. This thing's a 2020, March 2020. Oh, how about that? And I went round and around trying to figure out who makes this goddamn motor. Well, apparently nobody. China. It's not a Kohler, it's not a Briggs, it's not a Kawasaki, it's something that was made for Toro. Whatever. I will say one thing that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. See, there's an old Toro. That's real nice in there. There's airbags still in them seats too. That's real nice. That was my trailer mover. This thing actually ran right where we're sitting at, so it's ground parked. It's got a broken decompression valve on the camshaft, and you might as well say they're screwed after that junk. Which, by the way, tech tip for y'all. I don't know how many twins are like it, but I know most of all the singles, like the old Briggs and shit like that. That piece of shit. I think that was 17.5 horsepower. If it ever gets to a spot where it's, it cranks real hard, you put a battery in it, nothing. Put a starter on, still nothing. It's neither one of those. More than likely, the decompression valve is broken, which is attached to the camshaft. Stupid job, no one wants to do it. That's why these things are dime a dozen. I need to get my hitch off there, though. I love that thing on there. See? Move trails front end, baby. Welded the shit up too. Yeah, anyway. The exhaust is all rotted up. It's a piece of shit. I think it's been a piece of shit since the day I brought it here. Anyway, so I'm gonna fire up the old pressure washer here with the foam cannon that I've never used before. We're gonna find out. Let's see if I can knock some of this funk off here, because it's, I mean, all in all, it's in decent shape. It's just funky. I don't know what happened to that. Now, going back to the stupidest fucking thing ever designed. The reason why I had so many clips yesterday of trying to load this thing into that trailer was because the parking brake wouldn't let go. I know where the damn reliefs are for the hydraulic valves. They're right there in the back, one on each side. No big deal. But the park brakes wouldn't let go. Anybody who owns a Toro probably already knows this. Stupidest thing ever. I'm gonna show you right now. Got a nice seat on it. So right now, the parking brake will be on, right? Turn the key on. Okay. You hear that noise? That's the parking brake. You gotta have battery power to let the parking brake go. That is the dumbest thing, and I don't know if there's a way to bypass it. I'm sure there probably is, and I'm sure I'll probably figure out how to do it. But that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Lawnmower batteries are dead all the time. I don't even know this one's gonna crank it. This is one I had on my generator. It's like 100 and, well, give me long, 160 cranking amps. The dead one I took off was like, now you're just gonna make me look, aren't you? Jesus, dog poo. Okay, smelly dog poo. Drop dead, Fred. I remember. The one I took it off here was a, I got her 340. I had it hooked to jumper cables yesterday, where I got it from. I really would like to get this clips, and it's really pissing me off. That's really perking my nerves, but it is what it is. Anyway, let me just set up on this tripod and clean this piece of shit up. I got some plugs for it, the oil put in it, and I'm hoping it had a lot of oil in it. It was really thin, and I've read a couple things on forums about these things are a little finicky when it comes to having thin or thick oil in them. So I don't know. When I heard it running yesterday and I was spritzing it with starting fluid or brake cleaner, whatever the hell I had, the motor didn't knock, it didn't tick. It sounded really good. It sounded strong. When I drained the oil out, there wasn't any metal in it. So if it had like a broken oil control ring, you usually would see pieces of ring. Now, I didn't take the oil filter off because I don't have one, but I might do that real quick too. If I do, I'll show you. So hang on, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Right after, well, let's not have a finger because I suck and I don't have messages. So, as you may have noticed, it's a little darker and it's a little rainier, which is great. I didn't film it, but I took the oil filter off and drained it. I don't have one to put on it. There was, I would call it, I mean, with 146 hours on it, that's hardly break-in, but it's what break-in material would look like, you know what I mean? Like bearing material. There wasn't no chunks in it or nothing. I wouldn't even know it. So that's how working Lakers did. That's how my luck works. I've heard conflicting stories on how much this thing holds. I did half-ass fill the filter up, but it goes from the sides. There's not a whole lot you can do. I don't know. I've heard 2 liters. Who the fuck is this? This is more American than liters. I don't know. What am I hearing? Somebody's talking. Turn this stupid light on. There we go. Let's see if I can not make a mess. Well, I'm going to pour that mosquito damn hole. That might help it run. Oh, goddamn mosquitoes come around and plaster the shit out of me. That's not pouring oil. That's typical. I don't know if I have a charge cord out here enough for this light. I might have one wrong with the wall. Check. So we're going to put some oil in this thing. I haven't pulled the plugs out yet, so what I'll do next, we'll pull the plugs out and, god damn, I hate mosquitoes. And these are like big asshole mosquitoes too, man. These are like the size of a fly. Some Bill Gates mosquitoes. Kind of made a mess. I probably could have got a funnel, but I don't think I have one out here. I know there's one in the back of the truck. I just seen it. Because I was actually making a joke on how it hadn't flew out the back of the truck yet. It's all cockeyed one. I see my doggy. I see my doggy. What are you doing, doggy? She's like, fuck man, I ain't going out there. Stupid. It's raining. I guess I should be pulling this in there instead of letting rainwater run down the hole, huh? That might be a good idea. I will say that the oil that come out of this thing was not very thick. I'm putting SAE 40 in it. Just old school 40 weight heavy duty oil. Because it's gonna need about the best chance it can get. I was gonna pull that breather off the top, but I don't really feel like it. I'm gonna pull the plugs out and check the bore strip with cylinders. And then we're gonna see if we can make a cheech. I said yesterday it would fire and run off ether, but you know, and I think that was just probably the needle seat stuck. See, I was told this thing was some kind of EFI. This thing's a 2020, and I was told it was like EFI, but I never read it on here anywhere. So, and it's not. It's got a 2-barrel carburetor on it, which is fine. But it's had ethanol gas in it, so you know what that means. I'm thinking about draining that tank just because I don't know what's in it. And the shit that I put in it yesterday was what they had. And I know where they get their gas from. Anywhere. And I do a lot of things half-assed, I admit that. But I don't really mess around with gas. Like, I'll buy decent fuel. Like the bike, lawnmowers and all that shit, that all runs off. Not so much the bike all the time, but most of the time it runs off like True Fuel and shit like that, just because one of the stupid reasons, because it smells like Camp 2, it's absolutely amazing. But the other reason is because it's not ethanol. Ethanol gas is the worst shit ever. Alright, so this is off the right side. It's not, I mean, it's fouled. It's definitely fouled. But it's more, gas valve looking in there. I mean, it's definitely fouled to shit, but it's not. It's got some old composites on it, but not like talking about. Not as much as, look, when you'll see when I fire this thing up, if it's still doing it. The get the same plug on. This is a Champion RN9 IC. But I mean, it's not beat up. Those are the same as that. There's some comparisons here. That's the same plug. Now this new plug, this NGK was, it had real close on the gap, so I opened it up some. My field gauges are in my truck, but then I opened it up a little farther. This plug here don't that old really. Supposedly the NGK was the fucking one from the factory, but you know, who the hell knows. Alright, here's the plug out the other side. It's definitely fouled. Not oily, just carbon fouled badly. Well, stinks of all that. That old fuel and just nastiness. I bet the gas in there ain't worth a damn. I'm gonna drain that shit out of there. And it's not, it's got some buildup on it, but I mean, it's not terrible. Alright, y'all, so I'm kind of screwed for a moment because I don't know what that ring is. So what had happened was, are you so crooked? Well, how the hell that happened? Anyway, so this piece sits down in here, like so, right? It's got your off. Let's see. I had it in the right way a second ago. Piece of shit. Well, I had it in there right a minute ago. Now it's not right, so I don't know why. Doesn't really matter at the moment, anyway. Just cuts. This pissed me off though. It was hard to find a second ago. It's not having a spring back for a start position. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm thinking about the wrong shit here. But on this side of it, there should be a ring of fire that will run across these, right? And as a twist, you know, with this stupid ass key. You know, it is just old and it came apart. You know, it's, I mean, the plastic are pieces of shit to begin with, let's be honest. I get the key back in its raggedy bastard. That's why lawnmower and shit. I mean, they've always had the same key since like 1960. That little index key thing. Get in there, you raggedy piece of shit. So, I mean, so all it does is it turns, there you go. It turns this, right? Like so. There we go. There we go. Something like that. It's close. I mean, it's still not right. The spring ain't right, but I'll fix that later. I'm not worried about it. So there's a little ring in there, and it goes across these contacts. Well, obviously it wasn't contacting, and when I pulled the plug on it, it just came apart like nobody's business. And it's laying over there somewhere. But my flashlight's dead. GoPro's about dead. It's, what fucking time was it? It's 10:30. I'm tired, and yeah. Either I'll find the piece that I need for this piece of shit, or I'll just go on the old Amazon and order another one. I mean, probably like $2. I'm not sure how I feel yet about the fuel situation in the tank. I put about a gallon in it. I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't feel great about it, to be honest with you. I really don't, because the shit that's in that tank was pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty funky. So, I don't know. hopefully it's enough to, you know, dilute it. I don't know what it was. It looked like diesel fuel. It didn't really smell like diesel fuel. It didn't really smell like anything. That's not shit. So anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight, y'all. It's probably gonna be skipping around some on this video because, like I said, if I go to my dad's tomorrow and work on a Jubilee, that'll be a different video with its own self probably, and I'll probably have that one out before this one. If I have to order a key switch, and it'll be a couple days. Well, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm tired, rambling, going inside now because I'm wet, I'm aggravated, and so it's been a few days. Well, a week I think actually since I started messing with this thing, and it's a little different now. I did everything I knew to do to figure out the hell's going on with the motor, and I didn't film it, but I bore scoped the cylinders on it. I went through the valves. I went through everything. Same problem. It would just smoke profusely. The only thing I didn't do was a compression test on it because I don't have a compression tester with me at the moment. I could have got one, but even if it's got broke rings, I was going to have to do the same thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I have another motor to stick on this. Hopefully it works all right. The one I pulled off was a 24.5. I got a 22 to put on it. It's still a V-twin, but and I'll probably tear the original motor apart, see if I can find out what happened to it. But I drained the oil and stuff in it when I changed the oil, and there was no metal in it. So I don't know what hell happened to it. I checked the reed valve on top because these 24.5 Toro motors have some kind of weird, goofy. It's kind of like a PCV system, but it's like a reed valve. I'll show you a little bit later, but anyway, they say those could have problems, but you pull a dipstick out of that thing while it was running, it was like a goddamn geyser. It's like it was just building up a ton of crankcase pressure, and I don't know why. So anyway, that motor had to go. Well, it didn't have to go, but and apparently it's hard to get parts for that thing because it's not a Briggs and it's not a Kohler. It's not a, I don't know what the hell it is. Some kind of off-brand. Well, I don't know about off-brand, but it was made for Toro for whatever. Anyway, so I got a 22 horsepower I pulled off of a John Deere. I gotta get it out the shed. Now I'm gonna clean some of this shit up and jam her on here, and yeah, see what happens. So hang tight, don't go nowhere, and we'll catch back up in a minute. Okay. Well, it's on there for the most part. I didn't put the back bumper back on yet because I don't know what's gonna happen. A few things I had to change or modify, whatever, how you want to call it. That's the exhaust off the original motor. The two outer bolt holes would line up, but the two inner ones would not. It's like they was clocked a little bit the wrong way, so I had to notch them out. Because see, otherwise the exhaust was on this motor, the pipe sat into the muffler, but they weren't attached, so I would have had to weld it. I mean, I could have done that, but whatever. This was the one that came on it, so. What else? Oh, one big thing. This vacuum line here that goes to the fuel pump, this motor had no provisions on it for a fuel pump. I guess it was just gravity fed. So I drilled a hole in the intake and tapped a fitting in it so I could run the fuel pump. That's the one big thing I had to do. I have not started it yet. I haven't even tried to start it yet. I just hooked the battery. I just hooked the charger to it. It will not shut off with the key at the moment because I got the wire unhooked for the magnet, or for the coil. The shutter pretty much ground out the coil. I don't have that hooked up right now. That's been disconnected since I had that motor on. It was acting, but that stupid brake thing up here is acting goofy. What else did I use? I used the pulleys off of that motor. Now, one weird thing was, this bolt right there, with the factory bolt that was in that motor, and the shafts are the same length and all that. But when I cranked these down tight on this motor with this bolt, it locked the motor up, and I don't know why. So I put the other bolt in and it doesn't do it now. So I don't, it was a little bit longer, the other bolt was. So I don't know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. So, went through the carburetor and all that stuff yesterday. It was one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. I would have liked to use the carburetor that was on that motor, but because this thing is wonky, like, so the factory motor that was on at the air cleaner side was on the outside. You know, it came around like that. This one, the air cleaner through here, and the intake kind of 180s right there, which is really odd design. I don't care for that much. But I just put oil in it. I changed the drain over too. Took the one off of this one because it was a hose, you know. Versus I put this one off of that motor because it makes it much more of a pain in the ass to change. I stole the plugs out of this motor because they were brand new. I still don't know what's wrong with this thing. I'll pull it apart at some point. Maybe not. Who knows? But I don't know. I say let's give it a shot. See what happens. What's the worst happening? Not run. Smoked anyway. So, and I don't know if the throttle's right. I think it is, but I'm not sure. But if it isn't, and acts stupid, I can just no big deal. Let's see what happens, shall we? I don't have much brake in either, but some better than none, I guess. Contact. That's not very. It's not very comforting. Oh, the fired off either. Maybe not. Try it again. I don't know if we get any fire. I gotta find my spark plug checker. Hold that thought. Let me see if I can find my spark checker. Be right there with you. So at this point, little did I know, well, my mics died, which that kind of sucked. But the problem was when the two coils are tied together with the shut off the grounds, yes, it kills the spark, which is odd. I've never really seen that before, but whatever. So you disconnected the two wires, fine. I had to add that extra battery to it because the one that's on it is not big enough to start the damn thing. But once I unhooked the grounds from the coils, it went ahead and fired up. It doesn't run great. The carburetor's kind of for shit, but it did back itself off the trailer and moved to where it's sitting at. It's under its own power, so that's cool. Haven't tried the deck yet because it's getting late and stuff. I added that switch right there as a cutoff, but it doesn't exactly work right. So right now the coils are just unhooked. The wires are still there, but they're disconnected from each other. You touch the two wires together, it cuts the motor off, which is interesting. I might pull that motor apart later. I don't know yet, but as for right now, it does run, so that's a good thing, I guess. And tomorrow we'll jump on this turd and see if it cuts grass. Like I said, it doesn't run great. Hopefully it'll work itself out soon. So I don't know. That right there's my doggy. That's my 101 pound golden retriever. My doggy. She's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to stick for a little while and let the dog play fetch, and because she needs some exercise. Can't you tell? She weighs 101 pounds. She needs exercise. So, well, I guess she's done. She said hell with it. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is see if it cuts. If it does, I'll have to move my enclosed trailer from behind here, and I'll move that eventually. I move that with this, maybe. Oh yeah, we'll see. It's still weird about this kill switch deal, though. If you touch both coil grounds together, it cuts. I don't know. I'm gonna worry about that later. I'm not worried about that right now. Ugh. Hopefully the deck comes on. It's clicking, but starting, but it ain't engaging. Probably stuck. Let's see. There we go. I don't know what that is. Oh shit. That's why. We have a pulley problem. Let me fix that. I'll be right back with you. Okay. Alright, so after much cussing and dicking around with this thing, I think I finally got it. I'm not exactly sure what I did. I changed some shit around and I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm getting tired of messing with this thing. It's starting to piss me off. That's what happens when you do engine swaps. It's just never right. I mean, you know what I mean. Let's see if it works. Oh, shit. It's hot out here, isn't it? That shit. Alright. weird. I gotta touch them two together. It's odd. A little bit of a little spoon out. That's a breather or something for valve cover. I gotta do something with that. I don't know. Figure something out. But that's oh no, it cut real good. Move the trailer and stuff around and get to cutting the rest of it. But I won't bore you with that. So to recap, so this one was the one that came off of the motor that's on there now, but it was off a conventional style mower, and you couldn't use this clutch anyway, and this pulley was way smaller. This pulley and clutch is off that piece of shit over there that doesn't run. But yeah, I mean, don't mind this. That's the old drain tube because I changed it over. The muffler's smoking a little bit, but that's to be expected because, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's off the other one, so it's full of oil. But I mean, all in all, it didn't do bad. I don't know when the last time this thing's been run. It's easy with two wires right here to go to the coils. And if you touch them together, you can cut it off. It's weird that it's like that. I don't know why it's like that. That battery's for shit. I think I might be able to take the cover off the other one over there and put on that so grass didn't get down there. I'm gonna check on that. But I mean, you know, it cut pretty good. Set it at 3 inches. None of the safety features are operational now. Oh well. It doesn't have a parking brake because that's that box right there, that parking brake box. Now, to be fair, well, to be fair, that might be my fault. Reason being is I pressure washed the shit out of that thing. However, it didn't have any battery power on it when I did it. And I mean, just because you pressure wash it, I wouldn't have thought that it would. I don't know. Apparently, it smoked it, or made it not work right. Because before you move the arms in and out, the brakes were released, which is, to me, is a dumbass design anyway. You have to have battery power on to release the brakes. What if the battery's dead? You got to push it, then you're screwed. You can't push it. Even when you release the hydraulics, it doesn't matter. The brakes on the pumps won't release without battery power. That hunk of shit over there is not like that. It's got like a manual lever on it. I don't know, it's just a bad design, I think. Plus, I guess it's the computer to the whole damn thing. You know what I'm saying? All the safety features and all that bullshit are in there. So now it has none. And all I did to bypass it, I'll tell you, the only thing I did to bypass it, it's actually real easy to do. Instead of doing all the switches and all that horse shit, if you get, this is a 2020, so if you get a newer model, all you do is take this wire, not the start signal wire to the solenoid, but the ground side of the solenoid that activates the same, and just run it to a ground somewhere, and that alleviates everything. That's also to show ground, because I think the way the clutch works on the thing, it has power all the time, and it grounds through the switch. So that works out good because it's in with the whole circuit. That ground line that comes as a signal from that stupid electronic control box to the solenoid also goes to the clutch switch for the PTO. So when you do that, and all I did was backfeed it. I mean, I didn't disconnect it, so it's just backfed back through the whole system. So, and it didn't hurt anything. So there you go. Didn't blow no fuses, or nothing. So yeah, that's gonna be that. I'm gonna move this trailer, get it out of here, and I'm gonna move this trailer over. I'll probably put that piece of shit on the trailer because I need to get it the hell out of here. And yeah, we're finally gonna cut the grass back here in the front because it looks like shit. That looks okay though. So it just got too deep with the push mower when I got sick and all that shit. And I've cut this back with the push mower, but I had to put the wheels all the way up, and it's still thick as shit. I don't like it. The front's even worse. So, and then I might tear that motor apart this evening before I put this video up. Maybe we'll film that too. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, in case I don't, yeah, I don't know. I'll film an outro later. So we finished cutting all the grass, and the mower did actually really well. I think it ran pretty good. Wanted to run with the choke on, but that's alright. I can deal with that later. I don't care. Did the front yard, backyard, and did it real well. So I can't complain about that. So I'm gonna load it up in the trailer and take it back to where it belongs. And then that'll be that. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.